no coincidences in this universe. If you are hearing these words right now, know that life is guiding you toward a transformation. Something deep within you has been asking for a shift, a breakthrough, a new beginning, and the universe has responded. Change is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. It is a sign that you are growing, evolving, and stepping into the next, most powerful version of yourself. And right now, you stand at the edge of something extraordinary. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and allow these words to remind you of the incredible journey ahead. Nothing in life happens by accident. Every experience, every challenge, and every unexpected turn is preparing you for something greater. When you are on the verge of change, life begins to shift in ways that may not always be comfortable, but they are always necessary. At times, you may feel like everything is falling apart. The things you once relied on no longer feel stable. The people you thought would always be there start to drift away. The plans you carefully made no longer seem to fit. In these moments, it is easy to feel lost, confused, or even abandoned. But what if I told you that these moments are not signs of destruction, but signs of transformation? Life never takes anything away from you without preparing you for something better. Growth requires space. If you want to step into a new version of yourself, the old version must first be released. This process is not always easy because human nature clings to the familiar. Even when something no longer serves us, we hold on to it because it feels safe. But life knows when it is time to move forward. And when that time comes, things begin to shift, whether we are ready or not. Think about the times in your life when you faced what seemed like an unbearable loss or an impossible challenge. In the moment, you may have felt defeated, wondering why such hardship had found its way into your life. But looking back, you can see how those moments shaped you. They made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. They led you to opportunities, people, and experiences you never would have found otherwise. This is how life prepares you. You may find yourself feeling restless without understanding why. The things that once excited you may no longer bring you joy. The conversations you used to enjoy may start to feel empty. This is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that you are growing. It is a sign that you are being prepared for a new chapter, one that aligns more deeply with who you are becoming. Sometimes life will push you out of your comfort zone by closing doors you were not ready to close. It will remove people from your life who no longer align with your journey. It will shift your circumstances in ways that force you to change, to grow, to evolve. And while this may feel like loss, it is actually an invitation to step into something greater. The discomfort of transition is not meant to break you, it is meant to strengthen you. Just like a butterfly must struggle to break free from its cocoon, you must go through moments of challenge to reach the next level of your life. If you resist the process, you only prolong your own growth. But if you surrender and trust that everything is happening for your highest good, you will begin to see the beauty in the unfolding. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The universe does not take joy in your struggle, but it does take joy in your expansion. It is leading you towards something that matches the highest version of yourself. But to receive that, you must first be ready to let go of what no longer serves you. Think of a tree shedding its leaves in autumn. It does not resist the process. It does not fight to hold on to what must go. Instead, it trusts that new growth will come when the time is right. You too must trust this process in your own life. Let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Let go of the belief that things must always stay the same. You are being prepared for something extraordinary. The lessons you are learning now will serve you in ways you cannot yet see. The experiences you are having are shaping you for the blessings that are on their way. Life is always moving you forward, even when it feels like you are standing still. One day, you will look back and understand why everything happened the way it did. You will see how the challenges you faced were actually gifts in disguise. You will realize that nothing was ever taken from you, only replaced with something better. So trust this season of preparation. Trust that you are being guided even when you cannot see the path ahead. Trust that everything you need is already within you. You are ready, you are capable, and your time is coming. There are moments in life when things do not go as planned. You set your heart on something, believing it is meant for you, only to watch it slip away. The job you wanted, the relationship you cherished, the dream you nurtured. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, they do not work out. When this happens, it is easy to feel disappointed, frustrated, or even betrayed by life. You may wonder why something you wanted so badly was taken from you. But what if I told you that life is not rejecting you? It is redirecting you. Every closed door is a message, every setback a signpost pointing you towards something better. When things do not work out, it is not because you are unworthy or because you are being punished. It is because you are meant for more. The universe sees the bigger picture, even when you cannot. It knows what is waiting for you, and sometimes that means removing what no longer aligns with your highest path. Think about a time when something did not go your way. Perhaps you were devastated in the moment, but later you realized it was a blessing in disguise. Maybe you were heartbroken over a relationship ending, only to meet someone later who truly saw and valued you. Maybe you lost a job, only to find an opportunity that aligned with your passions in ways you never imagined. Looking back, you may see how life was never against you. It was guiding you. When you are being redirected, it can feel like everything is falling apart. You might question why things are not working, why doors are closing, why certain people are leaving. But instead of resisting, what if you trusted? What if you surrendered to the idea that what is meant for you will never miss you? That no matter how much you may have wanted something, if it is not aligned with your highest good, it will naturally fall away. Redirection is not rejection, it is protection. You may not understand it now, but one day you will. You will see why certain things had to end so that something better could begin. You will see how the detours led you to where you were always meant to be. You will realize that you were never lost. You were simply being guided. Imagine a traveler walking down a road, believing it is the right path, only to find a roadblock ahead. Frustration sets in, but what the traveler does not know is that beyond that roadblock, there is danger. There is something unseen that could cause harm. And so, life redirects the traveler, leading them down another path, one that is safer, more fulfilling, and ultimately meant for them. You are that traveler, and every time life redirects you, it is for your own good. You may not see the danger ahead, but the universe does. You may not see the missed opportunities, the wasted time, or the pain you were spared from, but one day you will understand. Instead of clinging to what is leaving, open your heart to what is coming. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, trust that something better is on its way. There is a reason you are being moved in a different direction. There is a reason things are not working the way you expected. And that reason is love. The universe loves you too much to let you settle for less than you deserve. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the belief that you must force things to happen. The truth is, what is meant for you will unfold naturally. The right people, the right opportunities, the right experiences, they will come when the time is right. Until then, trust the process. Trust that life is working in your favor, even when it feels like it is working against you. When one door closes, do not stand there knocking. Turn around and see the open doors all around you. Move forward with faith, knowing that life is leading you somewhere beautiful. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected. And what is waiting for you is greater than anything you could have imagined. Life is always speaking to you. It whispers through intuition, nudges you with synchronicities, and sometimes even shouts through unexpected changes. But too often, people overlook the signs, dismissing them as coincidences or ignoring them altogether. Yet the signs are everywhere, guiding, warning, and preparing you for what is to come. The question is, are you paying attention? Have you ever felt a strong urge to take a different route home, only to find out later that you avoided an accident? Have you ever met someone at the perfect moment just when you needed their wisdom or support? Or maybe you kept seeing the same number, hearing the same message, or encountering the same situation repeatedly. These are not random occurrences. They are signals from life, urging you to listen. The universe communicates in subtle ways, but the more aware you become, the clearer the messages will be. When something feels off, it usually is. When a door keeps closing, it is for a reason. When an opportunity arises unexpectedly, it is because you are ready for it. But if you are too distracted, too doubtful, or too stuck in old patterns, you may miss these signals. One of the most common ways life sends you messages is through your emotions. Pay attention to how you feel. If a situation or a person consistently drains your energy, that is a sign. If something excites you, lights you up, or makes your heart race in the best way, that is also a sign. Your emotions are not random. They are guiding you toward what is right for you and away from what is not. Another way the universe speaks is through patterns and repetition. Have you noticed the same lesson appearing over and over in your life? Maybe you keep encountering the same type of relationships, facing the same struggles, or feeling stuck in the same cycles. This is not because life is punishing you. It is because there is a lesson you have yet to learn. Until you acknowledge it and make a change, the pattern will continue. But the moment you recognize the message and act accordingly, everything begins to shift. Sometimes signs come in the form of unexpected endings. A job you loved suddenly disappears. A relationship you thought would last forever comes to an end. A door you were certain was meant for you closes without warning. These moments can be painful, but they are also messages. They are telling you that something no longer serves your highest good. They are pushing you toward growth, even if you cannot see it yet. And then there are the moments of perfect alignment, when everything falls into place effortlessly. You meet the right person at the right time. An opportunity presents itself just when you need it. You take a leap of faith and the net appears. These are signs that you are on the right path. Life does not always have to be a struggle. When you are moving in the direction meant for you, things begin to flow. But recognizing the signs is only the first step. The real challenge is trusting them. How many times have you ignored your intuition, only to regret it later? How often have you stayed in a situation that felt wrong, hoping it would somehow turn out right? Paying attention is not enough. You must also act on what you see. Trust that when something feels wrong, it is because there is something better for you. Trust that when life removes something from your path, it is making space for something greater. Trust that you are being guided even when you do not yet understand the destination. The signs are everywhere. They are in the whispers of your intuition, in the people you meet, in the opportunities that come and go. They are in the moments that make your heart race with excitement and in the ones that push you out of your comfort zone. They are in the stillness and in the chaos. So open your eyes, open your heart. Pay attention. Life is always speaking to you. And when you start to listen, everything changes. Life is a constant cycle of endings and beginnings. Just like the seasons change, so must we. Yet, many people cling to what no longer serves them. Old relationships, outdated beliefs, past mistakes, or even identities that no longer reflect who they are becoming. But in order for something new to arrive, the old must be released. Think of a tree in autumn. Its leaves change color and fall away, not because the tree is dying, but because it is preparing for renewal. The tree does not resist this process. It surrenders, knowing that in due time, fresh leaves will grow. This is the way of life. Holding on to what has already run its course only delays your growth. Often, people resist change because it feels uncomfortable. There is security in the familiar, even if it no longer brings happiness. A relationship that is no longer fulfilling may still feel safe. A job that drains you may still provide stability. A belief system that limits you may feel too deeply ingrained to question. But clinging to what is no longer aligned with you only keeps you stuck. You may have experienced moments where life forced you to let go, where something was taken away, a door closed, or a situation ended suddenly. At the time, it may have felt like a loss, but looking back, you might see how it was actually a blessing. The things that leave your life are not punishments, they are redirections. Life is making room for something better. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It does not mean you must erase the past or pretend it never mattered. It simply means releasing your attachment to what was so you can embrace what is coming. It means trusting that what is ahead is greater than anything you are leaving behind. One of the hardest things to release is old pain. Many people carry wounds from the past, replaying moments of hurt over and over. But pain only has power over you if you keep holding on to it. If you continue to revisit old betrayals, old disappointments, or old failures, you are preventing yourself from fully stepping into the present. Healing begins the moment you decide that your future is more important than your past. Forgiveness is a powerful form of release. It is not about excusing what happened. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying it. Forgive others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And most importantly, forgive yourself. You are not your past mistakes. You are not defined by what went wrong. Every experience has shaped you, but none of them have to limit you. Sometimes letting go means releasing control. Many people try to force outcomes, trying to shape life according to their own timelines. But life unfolds in divine timing. The things that are truly meant for you will come naturally. When you stop forcing and start allowing, you will find that what belongs to you flows into your life effortlessly. Letting go also means making space. If your hands are full, how can you receive something new? If your mind is cluttered with fear, how can you welcome new inspiration? If your heart is closed, how can love enter? Releasing the old is not just about saying goodbye to what is leaving. It is about creating space for what is on its way. Think of a home that is cluttered with old furniture, things that are broken, things that no longer serve a purpose. Until you clear that space, there is no room for anything new. Your life is the same. The things you hold on to, whether physical, emotional, or mental, determine how much space you have for growth. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? What am I afraid to release? And what might come into my life if I finally let go? Letting go is an act of trust. It is believing that life is working in your favor, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. It is knowing that every ending is a beginning in disguise. It is choosing to move forward with an open heart, ready to receive all the beauty and abundance that is waiting for you. Release the old, let go of the weight of the past, make space for new beginnings, for fresh opportunities, for deeper love, and for greater joy. Because the moment you release what no longer serves you, you open the door to everything that is meant for you. There are moments in life when you may feel like you cannot go on, when the weight of challenges seems too heavy to bear. You may feel tired, defeated, or lost, believing that you are not strong enough to overcome what stands before you. But let me tell you something. You are stronger than you think. Strength is not just about enduring hardship. It is about rising despite it. It is about facing adversity and choosing to keep moving forward even when everything inside you wants to give up. It is about finding light in the darkness and courage in the face of fear. Strength is already within you, even if you do not always recognize it. Think about the difficult times you have already faced. Think about the moments you thought would break you, but they didn't. You survived, you found a way through, and with every challenge you became wiser, stronger, and more resilient. You may not have realized it at the time, but those struggles shaped you into the person you are today. Life is not meant to be without challenges. Growth comes from adversity, and every challenge carries a lesson. If life were always easy, you would never discover your true power. Strength is built through struggle, just as muscles are built through resistance. The more you push through, the stronger you become. Many people doubt their own strength because they mistake fear for weakness. Fear is not a sign that you are weak. It is a natural part of being human. But strength is choosing to move forward despite fear. It is taking that step even when you are uncertain. It is trusting that you will figure things out, even if you do not yet have all the answers. Sometimes strength is quiet. It is in the simple act of getting up each morning and facing the day, even when you do not feel like it. It is in the small victories, the moments when you choose kindness over anger, faith over doubt, love over fear. Strength is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is in the perseverance, in the patience, in the ability to keep going even when progress is slow. There may be times when you feel alone in your struggles, but remember, you are never truly alone. The universe is always supporting you, guiding you, and placing the right people, the right lessons, and the right opportunities in your path. But you must believe in yourself. You must remind yourself that you are capable, because the moment you start believing in your strength, everything changes. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, I can't. They convince themselves that they are not strong enough, smart enough, or brave enough to overcome their difficulties. But the truth is, you are more powerful than you realize. You have already overcome so much. You have already proven your strength time and time again. It is time to start believing in yourself. If you are facing a challenge right now, know that it is not here to defeat you, it is here to elevate you. You are being shaped, refined, and prepared for something greater. The difficulties you face today are strengthening you for the blessings that are coming. So when you feel like giving up, remind yourself of everything you have already survived. Remind yourself that every storm eventually passes, and every struggle has an end. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not powerless. You are strong, capable, and resilient. No matter what life throws at you, you will rise. You will overcome. And one day you will look back at this moment and see it for what it truly was. A chapter in your story, a lesson in your growth, and proof of your unbreakable spirit. I believe in your strength, trust in your resilience, because you are so much stronger than you think. There are moments in life when things don't go according to plan. You try your best, put in the effort, and yet the results seem delayed. The relationship doesn't work out, the opportunity slips away, or the dream takes longer than expected. In those moments, doubt creeps in. You wonder if you're on the right path, if you've made a mistake, or if life has somehow forgotten about you. But life has not forgotten you. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Trusting the timing of your life is one of the hardest yet most important lessons you will ever learn. As human beings, we crave certainty. We want things to happen on our schedule according to our expectations. But the universe operates on divine timing, not human timing. What is meant for you will never miss you, but it will come when you are truly ready to receive it. Think about the times in your life when you wanted something so badly, but it didn't happen. Maybe you were heartbroken at the time, feeling lost or disappointed. But looking back, you can see why it wasn't meant to be. Maybe something better came along. Maybe you needed to grow first. Maybe the delay was actually protection. The universe is never working against you. It is always working for you. Even when things seem unfair or uncertain, there is a reason behind every delay and every redirection. The job that didn't work out, the relationship that ended, the opportunity that passed you by. These were not punishments, they were stepping stones, leading you to something greater. Impatience often stems from fear. The fear that time is running out, that we are falling behind, that others are moving forward while we remain stuck. But comparison is an illusion. Everyone has their own timeline, their own path, their own lessons to learn. Just because someone else's life appears to be moving faster doesn't mean yours is moving too slow. You are exactly where you need to be. The best things in life require patience. A seed does not become a tree overnight. It needs time to grow, to take root, to develop its strength. Rushing the process would only weaken it. Your journey is the same. The things you desire, love, success, happiness, are coming to you, but only when the time is right. So what can you do in the meantime? Trust. Trust that delays are not denials. Trust that closed doors are leading you to better ones. Trust that the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences are making their way to you. Use this time wisely. Instead of fighting against what you cannot control, focus on what you can. Grow, heal, and prepare yourself. The version of you today may not yet be ready for the things you desire, but with time, you will be. If you find yourself feeling frustrated with the timing of your life, remind yourself of this. Everything is happening in perfect alignment. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place. So breathe. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Release the fear that things are not working out. They are. Maybe not in the way you expected, but in the way that is best for you. Trust the process, trust yourself, trust the timing of your life. I welcome change with an open heart. I trust the universe to guide me. I release the past and step into my power. My life is unfolding in perfect harmony. All is well, and I am ready.